The Ground Zero flag from 9/11, the original moon landing footage, and Jackie Kennedy's pillbox hat from the day JFK was assassinated. Believe it or not, they are all missing. But here this morning to tell us about his new show and how he is enlisting your help at home to help find them is best-selling author Brad Meltzer. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
So I'm a big fan of yours. I've watched a lot of what you've done over the years, and this new show of yours is absolutely fascinating. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, the famous 9/11 flag that the firefighters raised at Ground Zero is missing. So is the patent for the Wright brothers' first plane. That was stolen. You know what else was stolen? James Bond's Aston Martin, the famous car from Goldfinger, was stolen.
Now, was it actually stolen, or are we talking about, is this stuff misplaced?
No, it was stolen actually from Florida, my home state. The James Bond car was stolen from an airport in Boca Raton. And when we found this out, we said, you know what? This can't be right. This isn't fair. So we tell in every episode of Lost History on H2, what we do is we tell you where the item was last seen, we tell you who the suspects are if we have them, and then we say, America, we need your help. If you can help us find or recover this item, you can earn a cash reward up to $10,000. And our goal is to bring back this lost history.
Well, and it's kind of like America's Most Wanted, just with artifacts. And why is it so important to find these iconic pieces, these iconic things? I mean, why is it so important for America in general, our country?
Well, you know what? We found out at one point that the Bill of Rights was hanging on the wall of some rich guy who was keeping it just for himself because he thought it was cool. History doesn't belong to some rich guy. History doesn't belong to some criminal who's laundering their money on the black market with stolen artifacts. History belongs to us, to all of us. And the reason you want it back is it's our stories. These are our stories. They tell us who we are. And most important, they don't just tell you about famous people. They tell us what we're capable of in our very best days. But I'll also tell you...
Well, and tell me, are there success stories, would you say, though?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Each episode tells 3 stories. 2 of them are lost items. One of them is a success story where we got the item back, or someone got the item back, and we tell that story. And the amazing part, I should tell you, is I can't tell you how many items go lost or stolen in Florida. Florida is like the recurring thread that goes through all of law. It's sad, really. I mean, James Bond's car through Florida, stolen right from Florida. The moon rocks that when Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong go to the moon for the first time, they bring back millions of dollars in moon rocks, stolen from NASA. In Orlando is where the FBI sting operation to get them back goes. And we even see James Dean's car on a train goes from Florida to California. So Florida, if you want to have a missing historical artifact, come to Florida. We'll ensure that that's going to happen. It's unbelievable, really.
Wow, my goodness. Now, can some of these people actually be put in jail? I mean, what's the punishment for stealing these things, and if they are found
that's
guilty?
That's exactly what happens. And, you know, we asked the National Archives, how do we get these items back? And they said, you know, what often happens, in the case JFK's secretary, they told me this story, passed away. Her relatives went through her attic, they went through her papers, and they found, I think it was a tracking map from the Bay of Pigs. But not everyone's relative is JFK's secretary. Sometimes your relatives have some, you don't even know what it is. So when you show people the item, when you tell them the story, then when they go in the attic, and they go, wait, what is this old sword? Is this an old antique, or did this belong to Harry Truman and was stolen from the Harry Truman Presidential Museum? That's how you get the items back. So we put up what Lost History really is a moving, speaking, wanted poster. And America gets to see the stories and then go to history.com, report your tip. I've already gotten some woman in Boca Raton called me up and said, I have some items for you. I want you to look at these World War II papers. We have no idea what we're going to find, but I promise you, by the time this is done and America starts helping, we're going to find something.
Well, I was just going to say, how optimistic are you that we're going to find some of these things? Are you know, that you're going to be showcasing?
Yeah, you know, listen, we're never going to find everything. These are the best and greatest items out there. One of the things we do is JFK's brain, right? That's a crazy item. JFK's brain is actually missing. His body went to Arlington National Cemetery. When he was killed, his brain was kept separate, and someone took it. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I don't expect for 1 second that someone's going to bring JFK's brain back. But what I hope in that situation is the person who took it, someone saw it, and they tell us what happened. Because having that story completes the story of history.
Wow. Well, again, what a brilliant concept this new show is. What are we? When can we watch? Tell people when and where we can tune in.
Every Friday night we're on at 10 o'clock, and you can watch us on H2. Check out Lost History. You will not believe what's missing.
All right, easy enough. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's hope we can find some of these stolen artifacts. We're going to do it. I believe you, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you. We, of course, will put that on our website, foxformorningblend.com.
Do you or someone you love with epilepsy want to be a superhero? Up next, an exciting opportunity for one super kid to become the next MetaKids comic book star.